picked up for our snap lockdown in Brisbane. We have gone into a snap 3-day lockdown again because there have been a couple of community cases. So this is what I just chucked into the cart and put in. I was actually going to do an in-store shop with me grocery haul today, but when it was announced that we were going into lockdown, I just jumped online, chucked in as many things as I could think of into the basket. I just chucked in a random assortment of things into my shopping basket, hit order just to make sure that I made it for the click and collect pickup for today. So I figure we're going to make the most of this lockdown and just have some barbecues. The weather is nice. We're going to turn on the grill, barbecue some sausages and some chicken, and just have a nice chill 3 days at home. I've got both the boys, they come back today, so they're in lockdown, and then lockdown ends on Thursday, and then Friday it's Good Friday for Easter weekend. So we've got some bacon, we've got just some assorted more kind of gourmet sausages, so these are going to go on the grill on the barbecue outside. Some milk which accidentally leaked, I put it sideways, some cheese so we can just make some pizzas maybe, just a little bit of a couple of snacks, some chicken thigh. This is for Freddie, he eats this, as well as I thought we could just I could get my kids to make this up and they can add to their repertoire of recipes that they can make. Some lean beef mince, I thought we could make some tacos or some burritos or something like that, have a little bit of a Mexican meal. Pepperoni if we want to have pizzas, the wraps if we want to have pizzas. I got 2 dozen eggs just to have options, just some corn thins for snacks, oat milk stock standard, and then just some fruit and veggies. And these babies that I always get these just to have on hand for snacks or making sandwiches. And that is it. It is a pretty small haul compared to normal. But because next weekend, or this weekend coming up, is Easter, so this is just enough to get us through until Thursday. Now, as you can see, I've just done my usual quick fridge clean out. Just making sure everything is all clean and empty. I always have some of these like ripe, kind of more ripe brown bananas just to have on hand for doing baking muffins or banana bread or anything we want to make. It's the only thing like that I've got to kind of throw out, and yeah, I think that's the only thing that was wasted from last week's groceries, which is really good. So if you're wondering if meal prepping and meal planning is worth it, yes, it is 100%, because not only do you save on what you buy at the store, because you buy everything that's going to go into a meal, you save on not chucking stuff out, or a lot less, chucking out a lot less than what you usually would, because I'd be previously chucking out bags of produce, so much stuff, and it just adds up and it's so expensive. So now we just plan the meals and only buy what's on the list and what we need. So we've got half of the caramelized Angus beef sausages, and these ones are the chicken spinach and feta, so I've just popped half of them in here to save for another night, and then this one is just going to go on the barbecue when we're ready to cook it. Some spring onions chopped up for the potato salad, and the bacon's going in the potato salad as well.
You set the fire and tone to your promised land. You've got a whole religion in the palm of your hand. It's like the world turned its back on us, and now you can't tell if it's heaven or hell. It's like knowing
losing our fights, even though there's overdue. We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers, losing my pride, but I guess that's what love do to people like us, struggling to come through. We had a fire that we watched it burn out. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. All that's left is you and me. I can
This one's
promise
yours.
you're
This one's from Mom, and looks like these that I left some hunting eggs.
Hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight.
Oh, Jake looks impressed. Meanwhile, Riley's got a bare bum in the background.
Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. I'm looking out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to.
Now, the next day, the kids wanted to go and see King Kong versus Godzilla whatever it was called. They were desperate to see it, me not so much. So I dropped them off at the movies, and then I went and ran a few errands. I went to Officeworks to get some storage containers to finish off the garage storage organisation. Massive project that I've been working on for about 2 months now, and I will share it in a video coming soon. Then I popped into Kmart also, and I just picked up a few last kitchen organisation pieces and just went to the post office and did all those kind of things, then grabbed the boys, and then we came back home. And then the next day we did a whole outdoor project. So in the outdoor courtyard, it's recently been either too boiling hot because it's Brisbane summer and it's always stinking hot, or it has been so incredibly wet this last sort of few months. The weather is starting to improve. It's cooling down enough that we can actually use our outside area. So we wanted to just do a little bit of a makeover. So we did some online shopping at Bunnings, deciding what we wanted. And then because Bunnings is pet friendly, we popped Freddie in and we went to pick up some backyard, courtyard, patio essentials to do just a little bit of a makeover, a few final touches. I had some plants that needed repotting that overgrown the pots that I had for them, and my son had been collecting the Woolworths Discovery Garden seedlings and he wanted to plant those all up. So now that it is less heat intense, the seedlings I think will have a better chance of survival. So we wanted to go and pick up some stuff so we could get all of those outdoor projects done and dusted.
Put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
So it was time to get back to work, and after lunch I went ahead and I did this little DIY project. I've seen it on the internet. It is like an outdoor puppy pee pad type thing. A solution, so instead of using those plastic backed throwaway disposable puppy pee pads, there is somewhere outside that Freddie can go. So I have got like a drain in the courtyard. Now our courtyard is completely concrete, so there is no living turf. There's just the tiles that I laid and the artificial turf. There is one spot that's got a drain though. So I got some shade cloth and I pulled up a couple of tiles. I covered the drain with some shade cloth, and then with some of the turf that I picked up from Bunnings, I just made a little teeny tiny slab of turf that I just cut with secateurs just to fit that exact size. So far it has been working really well. Freddie is starting to learn to go on just that spot. When he goes outside, he would sometimes just pee on that little post that you can see with the stones underneath. But I wanted to train him to pee in a very specific spot. So I saw this online and I tried to kind of replicate it to suit our requirements and the space and what we had available. So this is going to be a little bit of a solution so that he's got like a little outdoor area to pee rather than just using those disposable things. And to be honest, it's actually worked really well. It was so super cheap. I bought some shade cloth that had been, I think, returned to Bunnings, so it was really highly marked down. and I think it was $5 for that piece of turf, but I was able to cut it into 3 pieces, and the extra pieces are just stored in like a little container downstairs in the garage that I will just switch out probably every week or so. The other thing that we had to do is we've got this tree that we bought as a little memorial for when our last dog Wookie died almost 3 years ago now. So it has grown so big, and it's a nice constant reminder of little Wookie. So we wanted to just put it into a bigger pot so that it had the chance to grow a little bit bigger, and I think we'll just do that every year from now on, just repot it into a bigger pot.
Shut the lights, go infrared.
We then had this horrible little visitor to the yard. I think it's been eating Wookie's frangipani tree. So that was me retreating to the inside while the kids filmed it. I hate those things. They freak me out no end. And I refused to come out while it was still there. So the kids got the broom and they kind of tried to shoo it away. It went up onto the top of the pergola.
We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on.
Then, as I mentioned before, we've had so much rain. It has just been crazy. So I just wanted to roll the mat up and just give a good clean under that. We just did a little bit of cleaning up outside.
I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
Okay, so the next day was Saturday. It was the last full day that the boys were with me for the first half of the holidays. So we headed down the coast along with, I think, half of Brisbane. Great weather, school holidays, so not the greatest time to go to the coast, but we headed on down. It was Freddie's first trip to the beach, so we started off in just one of the calm waterways up toward the Southport Seaway. So it was kind of calm on one side, and then we took him to the beach side on the other side, which was really fun. It's a dog off-leash beach, so there were lots of other dogs. I was getting a little bit nervous around some of the bigger ones, but there were some that were more his size, so he could have a little play with those. It was a great fun day just to wrap up this summer holidays with the boys, with Freddie, in the outdoors. We wait in Australia, well in Queensland where I live anyway, we have to wait until it cools down. We don't wait till the weather heats up to go outside and make the most of the outdoors. We wait until it cools down a little bit so that it is tolerable to go and sit outside. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us for a week or so over our Easter break, our little holidays. If you did enjoy this type of video, just give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoy it, and then I'll keep on making it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe before you go, and I will leave a couple of videos that I think you'll like in the description below. Have a fabulous week, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.